Hello, sweet souls. Welcome to Guide Fairy Tarot. Thank you for being here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. This message is going to be general and collective, so please only take what resonates. There is an immature masculine energy that's feeling very impulsive. They have been given guidance that the only way for them to come out of a nightmare that they're living, and it seems like it's like a financial issue that they're dealing with. They're struggling with their finances, and someone, I'm feeling like it's an attorney or someone close to them, a friend, a family member, someone has told them that the only way for them to overcome this is to work things out with you, to try to get a new beginning with you. But they're afraid of what you're going to say because they know that you've already decided to end things. They know that it's not going to go well for them if they come in and try not only to act impulsively, but to do something quickly. And it's all based off of their immaturity and based off of their past actions, the way that they treated you in the past. This is present energy. They're competitive. They're feeling they're highly ambitious, and they just want to compete with you. Okay? You're judging them. They feel like you're judging them. But your judgment, your assessment of them is fair. It's fair, and it's just, and it's correct. You're a wise person, and you have assessed them. They feel unresolved emotions about the way that you've judged them because of your wisdom. Yeah, they want to reassure you that they're a protector, or you're protecting yourself. You have protectors in the spirit realm that are helping you fairly and accurately judge this person, maybe even if you don't have the full story about what they've done. Okay. This person's very vain and very concerned with the third dimension. Yeah, the suspense behind the mask. Oh gosh. Something that you're working on is making them feel very suspenseful because you're receiving messages from the divine about this berserker warrior shapeshifter energy that just wants to compete with you. Or maybe they see you as a warrior who's a shapeshifter. You're kind, forgiving, and mild in one arena, and then in the other one you are the hammer of God judging them. Okay? They're feeling very suspenseful. They don't know how to feel about this. Something that you're working on is creating a lot of suspense for them. Trying to wear a mask of happiness while feeling very anxious and worried and concerned behind this mask that they're putting on. Okay. Why do they think that a mask is going to help them push through a situation when they know that the collective can see them accurately? What are they thinking? Why are they doing this? They're addicted to drama. They live on the treadmill. They refuse to get off the matrix treadmill, okay? And they think that drama is therapy. They're addicted to chaos, and they don't know how to process something. They're panicking. They feel overstimulated in public. It's like everything is overwhelming them. Even the smallest things are overwhelming them because of this conflict or the suspense about what you're going to say. But they're already blocked, cut off, disbelief, avoidance. Dang, the chains through their heart. They're chained to the madness. They're chained to the chaos. They don't know how to heal this because they've been rejected. They've been too much, okay? They overdid something, overexpressing. They feel ashamed for what they did, and now they've been blocked. Or at least rejected. Maybe, you don't have them blocked, but they feel overstimulated, trying to manifest sleep. They have wishful thinking. They have wishful thinking that you'll take them back, or that you're going to overlook what they did. They overdid something. Okay, something that you're working on is creating a lot of suspense. One more, please. One more. Thank you. They're in regret, looping thoughts, lingering feelings. They're still not over it, or they're hoping that you're still not over it. but they're just emotionally projecting, trying to not cry in the shower. They don't want to break down, trying to come out of isolation because they're not over you. Emotional projection, lunar excuse. They blame it on the moon cycles. Maybe they're blaming it on that time of the month, you know, for women. I don't know. They don't want to be isolated. They don't want to be vulnerable. They're refusing to be vulnerable. They're in regret, looping thoughts, lingering feelings. Okay. They refuse to admit the way that they feel. They're blaming your moodiness on your cycles. Because they can't admit. They can't admit how they feel, or they can't admit that they're the problem. Why? Why are they refusing to admit that they're the problem, Spirit? Because they messed with the wrong person. They felt entitled with the wrong person. A sense of entitlement. You believe the world owes you something, and it's blinding you to the growth that comes from earning it. Figure it out on your own. Figuring it out on your own will always be worthwhile. So they're dealing with financial problems, and they're expecting you to help them deal with it because you're stable. Because you did the work, and you've been doing it all by yourself. Not everyone is meant for every stage of the journey. Protect your energy with clear boundaries and a firm refusal to settle. And that is who you are. That's where you're at. You see that they are just trying to gain access to your finances, and you put up firm boundaries. And that's just, it is what it is. To this person who's acting like they're your dependent. You don't even know this person. You don't even really know them. They're an acquaintance, right? And they have enveloped themselves, wrapped their little tentacles around you, or they thought that that's what had happened, and yuck. Yeah, they're very reckless and judgmental. That's your judgment of them. You're trapped in a cycle of criticism towards yourself and others, blocking the growth that comes from compassion. Release the need to judge and find freedom in loving your authentic self. So I'm getting that they judged you very harshly. They judged you, and now that they are in your shoes, maybe they judged you for being poor. That's what I'm feeling here, because they've been projecting on you, and now that they are where you were, it's like you guys have flipped positions. They may have been more financially secure or successful when you first met, but now that the tables have turned, they feel entitled to what is yours based off of your what? Based off of what? Trust your initial feelings as your truest guide. They often know what's best before your mind can catch up. So you knew in your gut that they were very reckless and very judgmental. They acted like they didn't care about you. Maybe you were struggling. You went through a time of a very difficult time where you were struggling, and they turned their back on you. Yeah. They should have nurtured the relationship with you. They should have been there for you, and maybe things would be different right now. They're very irresponsible. Nurture this relationship. It holds the potential for mutual growth and support for this phase of the journey. That's what they should have done, but they were irresponsible instead. Dreading the responsibilities that come with achievement is sabotaging your progress. Confront your fear and start welcoming the potential for success. So, yeah, they just want to come in to drain your energy. They're very irresponsible. They're very reckless. They don't know how to treat people. They're judgmental. They're egotistical, very entitled. Like, what the heck? Entitlement. They lost faith. They're losing faith that they can pull this energy, that they can pull you in with this energy. They're not entitled to anything that's yours. Like, how delusional are they? They're losing faith that they can come in and take what's yours. They cannot stake claim over things that you've worked for. Something that's yours. Keep your boundaries up. They need to work for something. They haven't had to work for anything. Yeah, trying to break down your boundaries. Oh my gosh. They're losing faith that they can come in and take what's yours with breaking. Yeah, there's no way that they're going to be able to persevere. No, not going to happen. Because you guys are not on the same page. You are on completely separate, different timelines. They need to heal. They need to take a look in the mirror and recognize that not only have they been projecting who they are on other people and then judging other people for what they see in them. Like maybe they said that you're lazy and that you don't want to work, and that you're a failure, right? And now now that you have put up boundaries, you're mirroring that energy back. Now that you're not giving them the energy that you were giving them that was making them successful, they can't even deny that they're the loser, failure person. I mean, no, I'm not trying to be harsh, but this person was harsh with you, so that's what they deserve. Do not feel guilty. Do not feel bad for the way that you're for standing up for yourself. Don't feel bad for standing up for yourself. Absolutely not. Self-sabotage in reverse, because if you were to put down your boundaries, if you were to let them back in, it would be self-sabotaging. You would be choosing to lower your standards, and you're worth more than that. Okay? This person is unaligned. They are not meant to be in this part of your journey. Okay. Your actions stem from fear and self-doubt. Consciously address patterns and behaviors by questioning the purpose they serve. So you're not acting out of fear. You're not afraid of fear, and you refuse to lower your standards for someone who is not willing to meet you where you're at. If they need something from you, that is literally draining your energy. That is a parasite. If they're having financial problems and they're expecting you to help them resolve that, that is parasitic, energy draining, narcissistic energy. Why do they think that they are entitled to something that is yours? Okay, they're losing faith that they're entitled to anything because of the history that you guys share. You wish things were different, but the past cannot be altered. Focusing on the present is more productive and will support the changes you wish to see. So they need to focus on where they're at and how they got there. How did they get themselves into this position? Okay, not how can you help me get out of where I'm at? They're not looking at the choices that they made to get them to the position that they're at here. Conditions are ideal and the timing is aligned. Your efforts will be met with positive outcomes. Take action with confidence in reverse. So they're not feeling confident that their entitlement mindset is going to break down your boundaries. Not at all. It is not the right time to let your boundaries down because of a lack of commitment. You're not putting up with their lack of commitment. They have commitment issues. This is part of the reason that you're putting up boundaries, because they were playing with your emotions intentionally. They're unaligned. This was an unfulfilling journey. They can't numb themselves. You're not numbing yourself to allow. It's like if you were to numb yourself to this is given me from this other deck, the Blinded to Pain card. It's like they want to come in and like push your buttons, right? And then to blind you to what they're doing behind the scenes. I feel like not only are they're physically and not maybe physically, but they're emotionally abusing you little by little. It's like covert narc, you know, they abuse you little by little so that they can numb you out to the bigger things that they do behind the scenes, which is fraud and theft, you know, and then you're not numbing yourself anymore, and this is giving them a reality check. You're speaking your mind. You are 100% aligned with what is coming to you in the future. You're 100% aligned with success and abundance and growth, right? And they're trying to hold you back from that. They're trying to get you into this self-sabotaging mindset to where you will not only allow them back in, but hold yourself back from your fullest potential. And it's not going to happen. Okay, they're not looking at the past. Failure anxiety. They know that they're not going to succeed. They know they're not, but it's because they're not taking accountability because they're too prideful. They are far too much in their ego. They're too prideful to accept the fact that they had anything to do with their failure. That's weird. They can't numb themselves. They can't numb themselves because you're refusing to nurture the relationship. They can't persevere. They can't bring you this hot and cold behavior, always keeping you on the edge. You're expecting a relationship. You're expecting a commitment, and they're not giving it to you. Maybe they're still having third parties and stuff. What a gross loser this is. It's like, who in their right mind thinks that they're entitled to your finances, entitled to your stability, you know, expecting you to help them get back on their feet all the while they're having third parties, they're cheating on you, and like, ugh. Reality check. Yeah, they don't want it to be over. Necessary ending in reverse. That's what's already happened. A situation needs to dissolve to make space for new opportunities to arise. Embrace endings as necessary parts of your evolution in reverse. And that's what you did. You ended something. You told them that you guys aren't on the same page. This just is not working out, right? And this is what is showing them that they're delusional. It's showing them, and they know deep down this is what is creating the suspense behind the mask, right? And that's why crying and isolation breakdown in reverse. They don't want to be vulnerable with themselves. They refuse to accept that something is over. They refuse to accept that they're the problem, and it all has to do with their ego and their pride. They're not admitting they're the part that they played, or that they're the whole dang problem. I feel like, collective, you have done everything right. You went into this with an open heart and an open mind. You went into this expecting to have equal give and take. And you gave, and they took, and they didn't give back. Because they're a narcissist. A covert narc who maybe doesn't even realize that that's who they are. They're very entitled. And now they're going to be humiliated. The fear of being judged is holding you back. Criticism will always come, so choose which brightens your soul, no matter the judgments. So they're humiliated because they failed. Oh, and now, let's see. You don't feel obligated to them. Your sense of duty is trapping you. Reevaluate your commitments and break free from restrictions that are hindering your growth in reverse. You did that already. They're humiliated that you don't see them as an obligation, that you don't feel obligated to help them. Because they've been too much. They overdid it. And all the while they've been insincere. And you can tell that's why you ended things, is because they were very disingenuous. And you are heading towards your north node, and they've been trying to keep you in your south node. You refuse to feel hopeless. You don't feel hopeless about this situation. You know that they're humiliated. You don't feel obligated, and you refuse to let them make you feel hopeless. Or maybe they're hiding. Their pride is forcing them to hide their hopelessness. You got perspective about how they were trying to make you feel hopeless with this whole lack of commitment thing. Yeah. Okay, what else, Spirit? Okay. Misreading signs, and they're holding a grudge. Oh my goodness. They want you to think that you're misreading. Oh, it's a misunderstanding. That's not what happened. That's what they're going to come in and say. They're holding a grudge against you because you're not helping them. They can't make you feel guilty. They can't manipulate you in any way, shape, or form. But they're just a warning. They're going to come in here trying to gaslight, okay? But just know, this is Spirit letting you know that they're holding a grudge because you're not acting the way that they need you to. You're not acting the way that on their inside they're stomping their foot and they're demanding you to help me. You need to help me. But they didn't help you, remember? And that's what they're not looking. They're not looking at the past. They're not looking at not only their past actions, but the way that they truly feel. Like they're holding a grudge, and their pride and their ego and their the demon that they're possessed by is not physically allowing them to feel the feels that are necessary for them to do any sort of growth. I'm sorry. I mean, it's funny. You ghosted this person. They tried to message you and you're ghosting them, or you either did this in the past or this is how they feel. They know that if they were to text you anything like, I need money, can I have a loan, can I move in, will you help me, you're going to ghost them. It's like they have pushed the envelope to a point to where you're literally at the point to where you're gonna block them. They're crossing their fingers and hoping. They really are hoping that they're gonna be able to do this. To gaslight you. This is so funny to me. I'm sorry, but this is literal sociopathy. Okay, this person is a complete and utter sociopath. You're crossing their fingers and hoping that the gaslighting is going to work, so that you're going to get them back on their feet, so that they can use your energy to get back on their feet. They know it's going to be a failure, though, because this is payback. This is payback. They abandoned you. They treated you like garbage. They judged you. They talked trash about you behind your back. They laughed at you when you were at your lowest, and then they kicked you in the face while you were down. And so this is what they deserve. This was what they put out, and this is what they get back. And honestly, you're not treating them in a fraction of the way that they've treated you. So this isn't you paying them back. This is God's boomerang. Some sort of gossip has been spilled. Their secrets are being exposed. This is payback because what secrets? Their secrets are being exposed about how they were looking at you like a payday. But you're not clickbait, misleading headlines, empty promises in reverse. You're not listening to their empty promises. Yeah, you know about this past life karmic. It's the reason that you know is because you have dealt with this energy before. It's like it's the same person, like an old relationship, an ex, and they're acting the exact same way. Talking to you like trash, trying to put you down so they can control you, right? They want you to deny who you truly are. They don't want you to live in your full power. They don't want you to feel strong and empowered and able to speak up for yourself. And so they degrade you. They put you down, that maybe, little things. Maybe come in and reorganize things and say, oh, you're very messy, right? Like reorganize something and say, oh, that's better now, right? Just to make you be like, was I not good enough? Make you feel not good enough in small, subtle ways. They can't mislead you. Facing yourself and others, reflecting relationships, self-awareness, what you see as you. So they're trying to mirror your energy now. Or this is, again, a mirrored image of someone that you've dealt with before. They're trying to mirror your energy and make it look like that they want to do the healing, make it look like that the problem wasn't them, that the problem was you. That's what they want, and it's all because they want money. You have financial problems. You're the broke one, right? But who's asking who for help here? That's okay. You're not going to be misled by the past because they want to gain access to your safe space. That's what they need. They need a safe space. They can't mislead you. You are a safe space because you're unbreakable. You can't be broken by this person. You are in your safe space, and they're not going to be able to break in by putting you down, by mirroring your energy, or trying to, or by projecting their energy. And this is you, poker face, right? You're impossible to read, and you're emotionally detached. You're mirroring their energy, and they're trying to mirror your loving, generous energy, right? But all they're actually doing is gaslighting. Yeah. So that is literally all you've had to do is mirror their energy. They've been wearing a poker face. They've had commitment issues and been insincere. And all you have to do is wear a straight face. All you have to do is look at them, and they wither. It's like, yeah. I see this person like Ursula's little plants. You know how she, when she gets them with her little trident thing, and she shrinks them down, or whatever she does. I can't remember. I haven't watched Little Mermaid in a long time, but I'm seeing this person. They thought that they were very big and strong, but then you come and they feel humiliated just by you looking at them. It's like you shrivel them down into this little baby sea anemone just by looking at them, because you broke a karmic cycle, and that's all you had to do was stare at them. All right. Safe space. You're in your emotional sanctuary, and they're trying to break down your boundaries. They hate the fact that you have such strong boundaries because they've been trying to secure a bag. With breadcrumbs, you're unbreakable, and you're wearing a poker face from this past life person who's been breadcrumbing you, all for the money. They were paid to breadcrumb you and break down your boundaries, all the while trying to not look like a red flag. Okay. Yeah, you're not dealing with a clout chaser. They don't want to be seen as a red flag. They don't want to be seen as a clout chaser. But that's 100% what they are. I mean, you were paid to walk away from the collective. You were paid to have commitment issues. All of these things they were expecting to get money from, either from you or someone else. I don't know. This is part of the love scam. I feel like this has worked for them in the past with weaker individuals. Doing this makes people feel like, okay, if they can break you down and make you feel less than them, then you are gonna, and if they have third parties, you're gonna you feel the need to work harder. I need to work harder. I need to give more. I need to do more. I need to be there more, right? Like, it makes you want to do more to impress that person so that they'll give you more, right? That's the trail of breadcrumbs. Here, I'll give you a little, but you need to do more. I'll give you a little, but you need to do more in order to get the next one, right? It's a tactic. And the more you do, the more they breadcrumb you, the less they do. The more you do, the less they do. It's the runner-chaser dynamic with a narcissist, clout chaser, who's a walking red flag. Okay? They've been fake flexing the whole time. So they've been over here with this money that they made to walk away from you, and they think that they're all that in a bag of chips. And now they're feeling awkward because they've been friend zoned. Yeah, they're sweating. They're sweating meeting up with you again because they know that they know already that they've been friend zoned. Trying to showing off borrowed luxury. This secret admirer is in hustle mode. They're trying to figure out how they can come in and not look like a red flag. Chasing clout. They're not chasing clout. Or you have a secret admirer who is not a red flag. You broke a cycle, and this is what is bringing in a new person. You're working very hard. You're working very hard on yourself. This fake flexor wants to meet up with you again. They know they've been friend zoned and they're working very hard, but watching you behind the scenes, trying to figure out how they can get you to hook back up with them. How do they need to act to get you to swipe right? You're not agreeing to deal with them again, and they're trying to figure out how do I need to act in order to get this person on the hook again? They want to get you to date them. They want to get you to say yes, but you're not saying yes, and they're working really hard watching you, trying to figure out how to get off of left on red, how to get you to stop ignoring them. You're not just too busy. You just don't want anything to do with them. Because they're a breadcrumber. They're a love scammer. Someone expecting to get something from you for nothing. Expecting you to do all the work for them. Yeah, absolutely not. There's no more situationship. No more nothing. Friend zoned at the most. Even that is too much. They don't want to be in a situationship. You're speaking up with no filter about this person that had commitment issues and seeing a side piece. All the while having a side piece breadcrumbing you. Also, they can get a level up off of your energy. Them and their side piece were both planning on getting a level up off of you. Okay. Why do they feel humiliated? They know they're a failure, and because they've been being too much and you're rebelling. They didn't expect you to act this way. They thought they could be dramatic and that you would just put up with it. To make you default on payments. Or now they're defaulting on payments. They're financially incapable. Their assets are being repossessed. They didn't think that you would go against their drama. Oh yeah, they want a lucky break. Sudden realization, feeling inspired, insightful awareness in reverse. They never thought you would wake up to the fact that they were treating you like their little lucky charm. They see you as a lucky charm. They thought that you were going to help them get back on their feet, and that you would never wake up to the fact that they were playing a game, a love scam game, an emotional manipulation game to receive so that you would willingly. It's like they don't even have to steal it with these people. Like people who are less strong and less aware of themselves and their emotions and what is causing the emotions. A lot of people, it looks like this has worked for them before. They seem like a professional. They didn't think that you would wake up to that. Bye, Felicia. Yeah, thank you. Next. They're kicked out of your energy. You're leaving and not caring. Nosy, spreading rumors, gossiping in reverse. You don't spread gossip. You're not, they can't get gossip about you. They can't be nosy. They can't spread rumors. And that was the whole investment. They wanted to spread rumors about you. So not only part of it was for them to get a financial benefit in some way, but also they were digging up dirt for someone. They can't gossip about you anymore and it's the way that you said goodbye. That's why you have evidence. They're guilty as charged. You've exposed them for trying to get leverage and also trying to get a financial level up. Dang, lipstick evidence of infidelity, fake friends, two-faced in reverse. Their hidden intentions are exposed. Them and their third party, you have evidence of them and a third party. It's evidence twice about about their hidden intentions. There's evidence. They're a cheater. Guilty as charged. Hidden intentions are exposed. They have been two-faced. You know that. They've been trying to hide that. A frenemy. They don't want to be seen as a frenemy, but you absolutely know that. That's why you're saying goodbye. They want to gaslight you, but you refuse to be gaslit. They want to come in and say, oh, I'm ready for a long-term relationship now. But they're going to continue cheating on you. Oh, let's be exclusive. I've known you for 5 years and I've been gaslighting you and giving you push and pull for 5 years, but I'm ready now. Now that you're ready to say goodbye, okay, I'm ready. It's like, that's what these people do. They wait until you're literally almost all the way out the door, and then they'll come in and say, okay, now I'm ready. That's more of the breadcrumbs. Okay, the old breadcrumbs aren't working. I guess I'm going to have to give them a little bit more for them to not walk away. Because you're fed up. You're frustrated over it not having it. Exactly. As soon as you get fed up, that's when they're like, oh, okay, I'm ready now. They're frustrated that you know they're guilty too. Oh, this Bonnie and Clyde. Oh, Bonnie and Clyde are feeling heavy emotions. They're very stressed out and worried. They're scared. What are they scared of? That they're exposed for being fake friends, two-faced, hidden enemies with hidden intentions. You've let this person go. I guess you didn't know you were involved in a poly relationship, but you've let this couple go. Okay. Ghosting. No closure. They don't feel like there's any closure. Oh, for them and their squad doing too much. You're ghosting this squad who's been they're just excessively overdoing it. It's a whole group of people being extra, and you're ghosting them all. So it's not just Bonnie and Clyde. It's Bonnie, Clyde, and the crew. Bonnie, Clyde, and friends. They're scared because you've ghosted them, and they know that they've been excessive and overindulging. You're fed up with these people. Okay, but the Bonnie and Clyde, ride or die, us against the world, right? Yeah, there's no chemistry here anymore. Intense passion, things are heating up in reverse. No, you do not feel any sort of attraction to them at all. And they're scared because they have to penny pinch because they're broke. And everything they do is dirty, like they're dirty money. They launder, they steal, maybe even KILL for money. Okay, everything that they do, they do not make any bit of their money in an upstanding and upright way. They're very confused. They're confused why you ghosted them. They're puzzled as to why are you saying goodbye when now I'm ready. I'm ready now. I know I've been too much, but why? Why do you want to leave me? I want a relationship. Let's do this long term. I'm ready. You're the one. You're the one for me. Don't ghost me because I've been too much. They're confused. They're perplexed. They don't know what to do. Yeah, lift off, fast action, moving forward, the wait is over. You get lift off, you're taking off now that you've left these people. Your life, your finances, everything in your world is going to start taking off with very rapid acceleration now that you have let go of these parasites. Cleanse, because you've detoxed your energy of the negativity. Okay? That's wonderful. That is excellent news. Okay. I don't even know if I want to do any tarot on this one. Okay. They want to come to your home and bring a love offer. Or they have to take their cup of love elsewhere to find stability. Walk away from your house. No stability here for you. You're gonna have to take that disgusting cup of pee somewhere else. I'm sorry. King of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo needs to take their nasty pee cup somewhere else because it's not allowed in your house. And they're angry. They're feeling lusty, passionate to come towards you, but it's also deep down because they're angry. And they're feeling suspenseful because they've been working on something really for a long time. They've been doing this love scam for a long time. Love scam. Yeah, they've been at it for a long time. They invested a lot of time and a lot of energy into this, and now they're being forced to walk away, and they're not happy about it. They were expecting something to happen, and it's not happening. Okay, what else, Spirit? They're burdened because that's the truth. They're burdened because that's the truth. I'm feeling I don't know why this is cracking me up so much today. The Emperor in reverse. Yeah, they're not the Emperor that they thought they were. And now some sort of information is exposed. Yeah, information or a contract is exposed here. An illusion that was made by a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius masculine. All these people are exposed. They're not a good leader. Someone's not a good leader. A fake contract. An illusion created by a King of Swords. So maybe this is somebody that they've been working with. This is their squad, part of the squad that they were working with. An Emperor and a King of Swords. They're burdened about the truth about an Emperor in reverse, about them not being the father, and a fake document, a false document, an illusion created by an air sign. So one of their friends falsified a document. Somebody falsified something to create an illusion. Why are they burdened by the truth? What's the truth about an empress? They're burdened by the truth about an empress. So they're not the father. And then what's the truth about the empress? They're not the father. Emperor in reverse. What's the truth about the Emperor in reverse? It's going to be exposed. Something is going to be seen about an emperor and empress and them not being the father of a child, I'm thinking. A Page of Swords. It could be an air sign child is not theirs. And they're heartbroken. Somebody's heartbroken that an air sign child is not theirs. But they knew it. I feel like they knew it. Somebody working quickly, working from a distance to create an illusion with a falsified document or an air sign child. What is this? The King of Swords and the Page of Swords in reverse. They can't create smoke and mirrors anymore about the King of Swords in reverse is also like a liar, a manipulator, creating an illusion using lies and manipulation, falsifying a document. They're not the father. So they forged a signature on They can't create smoke and mirrors anymore. They're heartbroken because they acted really quickly. Something happened fast or from a distance. An empress is going to be exposed, and they're very burdened by the truth about somebody not being the father. Who is this? The empress is going to be exposed for what? Exposed as a Queen of Wands? Could be a fire sign. Or they could be an sex worker. An empress is exposed as being an sex worker, or these two work together. An empress and a Queen of Wands work together. It's exposed that somebody's not their father and they're heartbroken because they want to heal something. A Queen of Wands was trying to heal a situation with an emperor. Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries feminine energy was trying to heal something with an Emperor. This is giving me baby trap. They thought that having a child with somebody would make them stay, but a document is not real. There's no relationship. They're heartbroken because somebody was going to break up with them. Yeah, they were going to be broken up with. They wanted to heal a breakup, and so something is fake. Oh, this could be a paternity. Paternity test has been faked, manipulated, falsified. Okay? And now they're stuck. They work quickly to create an illusion using smoke and mirrors and lies and manipulation, falsified documentation, and now they're stuck. The breakup is going to happen. There already has been a breakup. A Queen of Wands was trying to heal something in a breakup, and now they're stuck. Okay, what's that? King of Wands in reverse. Maybe this is the real father. Who's the real father? King of Wands in reverse. They're very angry. Or maybe this is someone who's passed over. Someone's angry or feeling impulsive, or a King of Wands has passed away. The real father is not alive anymore, or the real father is hidden. King and Queen of Wands, that's a pair, right? They want someone to shut up about about who the real father is so they don't get exposed. All right, what's that? Trying to heal something with a breakup because they were heartbroken and they were expecting to receive something. A King and Queen of Wands were expecting to receive something in a relationship or from a breakup. A King of Wands was expecting to receive something with boundaries, working quickly to get somebody stuck in a breakup, but they've put up boundaries, trying to defend themselves. Money. Inheritance. A King of Wands receives something in a relationship. I'm very confused about this. So this has given me, this is the donor, the like the person that got her, the Queen of Wands pregnant. This is the person behind the scenes that got the Queen of Wands pregnant, and they were working together to receive something from this Emperor. So they worked to falsify documents and manipulate the stuff, all because they expected to receive something. But they had a moment of enlightenment and put up boundaries in the breakup. They quickly put up boundaries once they realized that the Queen of Wands was lying. Okay, what else? And now they're fighting about it. Somebody's fighting about the Emperor putting up boundaries in the relationship. They're fighting over money because something's being balanced out. Okay? A King of Wands thought they were going to receive money from a breakup by impregnating the Queen of Wands and then accusing the Emperor of being the father. I don't know. Somebody's sad because they manipulated something and they're very angry because they missed an opportunity. All right. I don't know whose story this is, but it resonates for somebody. This is somebody's story. Falsified documents, faked paternity, love scams. This is two sides of a love scam. Or two bits of a love scam. This could be the Bonnie and the Clyde. Could be Bonnie and Clyde. You could have been dealing with Clyde, and Bonnie had her own thing going on. She was baby trapping another person, but this is the person that got, you know, knocked her up. They work together to knock people up and make money from baby traps or through relationships with the breadcrumbing, the whole breadcrumbing emotional manipulation situation. Narcissist. All right, let's get some closing words here, please. Move on. Trust in yourself. Trust that better things are going to come. Okay, if you move on, move away, protect yourself. You're very balanced. Things are going to be balanced out. They're trying to fight with you about money, or someone is being fought with here for money. Because trust that what is hidden is going to be revealed. If you don't know, you will know in the future. Continue to take care of yourself. Replenish and recharge your energy. Drink enough. Make sure you're drinking enough water. And don't be afraid to let things go, because nothing that is lost cannot be found. Nothing is lost that cannot be found. Okay, as long as you keep taking care of yourself and don't reduce your standards. Maybe meditate also on what makes you happy, what makes you feel better, on how to fill your cup better. More. You've had to retreat also, like go within to figure this whole thing out. Because when you're in the thick of these emotional games, it's very hard to see through the smoke and mirrors, right? It's hard to see why would somebody be like this, especially if you've never experienced a love scammer before. It's hard to figure out why a person would do something like that if you're not the type of person that would do something like that, okay? Especially if they're wearing a very good mask, which it seems like they have done. All right, they're a professional. Okay. So keep your sacral energy protected. Keep your, what does it say? Sensuality and secrets. Your sacral energy is sacred, and it should be protected and not shared with people who don't deserve it. Make sure moving forward that people deserve it before you give it. Okay. And going within. Ensure you go within about who someone is before you open yourself up to them. And you have divine protectors helping you through this. Spiritual ancestor protectors that want you to succeed. Yeah, they want you to be able to express your love. Make sure that maybe someone expresses their love to you, like real, genuine, true love, before you open your sacral energy up to anyone else. You have clear vision, you know, and you're listening to your elders, all right? Like your elders are showing you what it means to feel true love, and you may be called to write or journal about what you want, about how you expect someone to express their love as you open yourself up to new possibilities. Okay, like journaling, writing down, because thinking something is an energy, but writing, putting it in physical, like it projects that energy more. So asking God in writing for what you want will be more powerful. Okay. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.